All right, in this video, we are going to look at multiple transformations, which means that we are going to be doing items such as translations, reflections, rotations, so slides, flips, and turns. And then we're going to do these in a sequence. So for the beginning, we have a couple of problems here. Problem 1, we're going to translate triangle QRS with these points by this rule. So if we're doing x minus 3, remember we're going to go move left 3. Y minus 4 is going to go down 4. Okay. I also want you to try this problem. We're going to reflect over the x-axis. Okay, so highlight that. So you're going to graph your triangle, flip it over the x-axis. So go ahead and pause the video and try that on your own. Now that you have that completed, okay, so if we translate triangle QRS here, left 3 and down 4, we're going to get Q prime, R prime, S prime with these points. Okay, so check those. If you need to pause this video anytime, you can do that. So then if we reflect over the x-axis, like we were talking about, we reflect, you're going to get these points. Okay, so what did you notice about problem 1 and 2? Well, you should have noticed that they are the same triangles, and you start with the first one, go to the second one. This one and this one are actually the same, and then this one goes to that. So our goal today is to get this triangle here put over here. Okay, so they will all be on one graph. Okay, multiple transformations, we're going to have more on one. So part 3 says, hopefully you noticed in the 2 transformations, the first image had 1 prime notation, and the second image had 2 prime notations, so 2 marks. So I start with my original, I give it a prime. This one we started with prime, so we gave it a double prime when we moved it, so we had 2 marks. So how many transformations would have been applied? It had 4 prime notations, be 4 transformations, which would mean it would be 5 shapes on the one graph. Okay. Next, we are going to look at problem 4. All right. So in this problem, we're going to work on multiple transformations here. So that means that we're going to take and rotate triangle ALT with these points 180 degrees clockwise about the point -1, -1. Then we are going to reflect the image over the x equals 1. So you're going to start here. That's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to do that second. So let's go ahead and first plot our points. We have A, L, T. Use your straight edge. Okay. Then we are going to take and we are going to rotate clockwise, which means 2 turns. Rotate 180 clockwise, 2 turns to the right about this point. -1, -1 is down here. Remember, you plot the point, then you're going to highlight. All right, there we go. Then, recommendations to use patty paper for this. Triangle ALT. So we're going to go 2 turns to the right about this point. So I'm going to put my pencil there, hold it. There's 1, there's 2. Okay, and then you can lift and put your points underneath. So L prime is 1, 0. Okay, or you can look 3, -1 is A prime. And then T prime is going to give you down here, which is going to be 1, -4. Okay, use your straight edge. Forgot my straight edge at school. Okay, so this is your first shape, this is your second shape. we're going to put a third shape in there by reflecting it over the line x equals 1. So if x equals 1, that's this line here, we are going to take this image, our new image, and flip it over that line. So we go, just like we did before, count 1, 2, 1, 2. So A prime would actually land on this point here. Sorry, A double prime. L double prime lands on itself because it's on the line. T double prime lands on itself because it's on the line. Use your straight edge, connect your dots. So A double prime is -1, -1. L double prime is going to be 1, 0. It was on line, so it didn't move. T double prime is 1, -4. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and, okay, so let's look at 4B. 4B, we are going to reflect the triangle, then we are going to rotate. So first start with triangle tab, 2, 3, 1, 1, 4, -3. Make sure you get your points on there correct the first time. Okay, we are going to take and reflect it over the y-axis this time. So flip it over here, A prime, T prime. So we get -2, 3, -1, 1, 4, 4, B prime, -4, -3. Okay. That was step 1. We took and we transformed it here to here. We're used to that. Then, number 2, we're going to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. So now we're going to highlight the origin. If you have a different color highlighter, that works best. So I'm going to take my new triangle, triangle T prime, A prime, B prime. Okay, I'm going to go 1 turn counterclockwise. Line that back up. Get those points underneath. A prime is -1, -1. Sorry, A double prime. 2 marks there. You can see those 2 marks. -3, -2. T double prime is -3, -2. And that would leave, line my marks back up. B double prime would be 3, -4. And again, make sure it doesn't change shape. It should look exactly the same. So if you're using a straight edge, that makes it a little easier for you. Okay, so this was triangle 1, 2, 3. You don't have to write the numbers in it, but just showing you the order. Okay, so you have 2 more problems down here. This one, you're going to translate, then reflect the exact same shape as this one. You're also going to start with triangle ALT, then you're going to reflect, then translate. So we're going to look to see if the order matters on these. Go ahead and pause and try to do these both on your own, then check them. Now that you've done both of these, okay, so here's 5A. We started here, we translated it, then reflected it. So you are translating x plus 3, y plus 2, then reflecting over the y-axis. This one, we're going to take the same shape, reflect it over the y-axis, then we're going to translate it. So we reflected, then translated. And the question was, does the order matter? Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. And that is it for multiple transformations.